From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is Wake Up Weather.
Good Wednesday morning. I'm Kelly Rawson here in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center. We are live at 6 a.m. and you already know what I'm about to say. It is going to be another hot, humid, and miserable day. We do have a slight thunder shower chance this afternoon, but I will have the rain chances for the rest of the week, as well as if we are going to see any relief from the heat anytime soon here in this weather update. We do still have a heat advisory in effect for this afternoon. In fact, an extreme heat warning into Hardin County as well as Tishomingo County in Mississippi. So keep that in mind. We are still hot, still humid, just like the last few afternoons. You need to be taking your heat precautions for this afternoon as well. Scanning on live Viper Doppler radar this morning, we are not scanning anything. The last few mornings have started off very nice, calm, and dry. However, during the afternoons, that's when we start to see a few thunderstorms pop up. Otherwise, temperatures are in the mid-70s pretty much across the board right now. 72 in Hohenwald, Fayetteville, checking in at 73. Huntsville, good morning to you folks in the Rocket City. 75 this morning. Florence in the Quad Cities looking at 76. Over into Waynesboro, 74 on this Wednesday morning. A very hot start to another hot day. But we do have some fog settling in this morning, so be sure to give yourself a few extra moments as you head out the door. Give yourself a little bit of space in between vehicles on the roads, as well as that fog is settling in, especially along and east of Interstate 65, 0 miles of visibility over into Lewisburg and probably parts of rural Giles County as well, including parts of North Alabama, including parts of Madison County, as well as into Limestone, Morgan, and even into Lawrence County in Alabama. So again, some patchy fog developing. Give yourself just a few extra minutes as you head out the door this morning. Heading into our Skycam network. Again, not seeing much in terms of fog, but it's really in those low-lying areas, and especially where it just poured and poured yesterday evening. But overall, a nice, calm, and quiet start with a few clouds around. Otherwise, we are going to be staying mostly sunny for much of today. Same story in Columbia. Not looking too foggy in the downtown area. Nice, calm, and quiet start to the day over there in Murray County. Popping over to Florence. We're still just waking up over there as well. We'll have to check on that camera site here behind the scenes. But for the next few hours, again, we are going to be staying nice and dry with some clouds in the area. That fog will eventually dissipate heading into the next hour or so. Temperatures in the mid-70s at this hour will eventually warm up into the upper 80s to lower 90s. Getting closer to lunchtime, you see just a few green blobs on Futurecast. We are just going to be so hot and so humid for today. We can't completely rule out a thunder shower popping up in the viewing area, but chances not all that great. I think a lot of us will end up staying dry for today, but we can't completely rule out that chance. We don't want you to get caught off guard. You know the rule of thumb: if thunder roars, head indoors. For the rest of the afternoon, aside from any thunder showers or thunderstorms that may develop, temperatures will be in the low to mid 90s, and then those heat index values will be into the triple digits once again, pushing 108 degrees for that feels like temperature in some locations. So again, another afternoon, you need to be taking your heat precautions, doing work early on in the morning or later on in the evening once things finally cool off. Any thunder showers that do develop should dissipate by or just after sunset, and then overnight we should be mostly dry, and then we are waking up to, again, a warm start to what will be our Thursday. Mid-70s to start off with just a few clouds in the area, and then heading into the afternoon and just a slight thunder shower chance for your Thursday afternoon, just like today. So not a great rain chance by any means for the next few days. We'll talk about higher rain chances here on our regional Futurecast, but for your Thursday, again, minimal rain chances, but the chance still can't completely be ruled out. Same story for your Friday, a slightly higher chance of any sort of thunderstorms developing, but again, still not everybody going to see those, still very spotty in nature. And then heading into your Saturday, that's when we are going to start to increase rain chances as things get a little bit more unsettled and we have a little bit more moisture to work with heading into your Saturday afternoon. So we're going to slightly increase rain chances for the weekend, and that is going to result in the ever so slightest cool down heading into the weekend. I hate to even call it a cool down, but hey, we'll take what we can get, right? Temperatures in the mid 90s for the next few days, and again, those heat index values well into the triple digits for the next few days. And then heading into Friday and Saturday, temperatures only reaching the lower 90s, maybe some upper 80s out there. Heat index values, though, still in the lower triple digits, so nothing to ignore by any means. We just won't be quite as hot as we are right now here in the Tennessee Valley. Your morning drive is mostly calm. That fog should be getting on out of here within the next hour or so. Otherwise, a partly cloudy to mostly sunny sky, temperatures reaching the lower to mid 80s by mid-morning. So you probably won't need the rain gear today, but I would pack it just in case because, again, you never know where those summertime thunderstorms are going to pop up. And then here's what we can expect in terms of what it's going to be feeling like outside this afternoon. We are looking at air temperatures in the mid-90s. Again, between the hours of 12 p.m. and 6 p.m., that's really when it's going to be the most uncomfortable outside with those heat index values well into the triple digits, pushing 108 or maybe even 110 degrees, especially out west into Hardin and Tishomingo counties out there. So again, just another very hot day as temperatures soar into the mid-90s. Can't rule out a spotty thunder shower between the hours of about 12 p.m. and 6 p.m. Not everybody going to see that by any means. In fact, a lot of us going to stay dry for today. That's kind of how we can describe the rain chances for the next few days, including Thursday. Slightly higher coverage heading into Friday, but still, I think a lot of us will end the Friday dry heading into the weekend. We are going to increase those rain chances, just scattered in nature, not looking like a washout. Temperatures slightly cool off into the lower 90s. That's a check at your local weather forecast. I'll be back at 8 a.m. with your next weather update.
You're watching the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel.